Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. I am createwithnancy.com, and I hope you're around today. It's a snowy day here in central New York. I'm Nancy Thompson. I'm an independent demonstrator from Skaneateles, New York. I've been a demonstrator for 21 years, and I have a simple and easy card to share with you today. So, if you are here, just pop in and say hello to me, okay? I'm just pulling a few more things off my desk here, so I have a little bit more room to work. So if you're here, say hello. Hey, Linda and Kathy, welcome, guys. I'm glad you're joining in today. It is definitely, I don't know, it's a snowy day here. It's starting to snow. I guess I really haven't paid much attention to what's going on outside because I've been working today. So I hope you're ready for a little creativity. Anybody bring their paper cutter and a piece of copy paper with you? If you do, you can follow along with me and create an awesome template. But if you don't have one accessible currently, you can check my blog out tomorrow for all the details, okay? I'll be posting more samples there today or tomorrow, as well as the template we're going to create today. So, hey, Wendy and Stella and Taylor, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here today. I hope everybody's getting done with their holiday shopping, and yeah, so I haven't even started. I hate to say it, but I know I don't have much to do. So, you know, so Kathy, oh, you're watching from Pennsylvania. Intercourse, I know where that is. That's where Jack's aunt, we used to drive through there on the way to visit Jack's aunt and uncle, because they lived in, yeah, what was the name of the town? I can't remember. It's been so long, because they haven't lived there in a while. What's the place with all the shops? That's where they were, in that area. I know, isn't that sad? I can't remember, because it's been like good 20 years, I think. Okay, I never have my computer, but just so happens I have it with me today. All right, Linda. So, hey, Deb, good afternoon, and Anne, and let me just see who else I missed here. I think that's it. So, all right, so make sure to give me hearts and likes, and if you're a new subscribe, if you're watching and lurking in the background, come say hello. We welcome anybody to join in, okay, and participate. Leave a comment or follow me as well, okay? All right, so hey, Debbie, so let's get started because this could take a little bit. We're going to make 5 cards, okay? Five cards with one sheet of basic white cardstock. We'll make 5 card fronts. So I want to share, I found this template on our demonstrator planning place. It's a Facebook group where demonstrators can come and share ideas with each other. So I fell in love with this because it kind of piggybacks on my, remember the plus sign we did with the One Sheet Wonder? Here's one of the cards. I was trying to look for, whoops, let's go this way. And I got to get in the picture a little bit better. Remember this plus sign we did? And we also did it with kind of like the poinsettia, the little tiny one. So yeah. So I'll try to put a link in I'll definitely be putting a link in my blog post so you can refer back to that. But this takes it a step further. Instead of making, getting 4 cards out of that one sheet, we're going to get 5, and it's all in the measurements, okay? So let me make sure. So you guys voted to have a sneak peek. So we are going to do a sneak peek, and then I've pulled in a couple embellishments that are retiring, okay? So let's, let me move stuff out of here. And I didn't get a chance to do other colors, so we are going with the winter. The majority said they wanted winter, so we are going to go with the winter colors of Cherry Cobbler and Mossy Meadow. Okay. All right, so let's, so I'm not going to show you the card till we're done, okay? So you guys can just going to have to envision as we go, because we're going to create a template first, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's, I'm like out of sorts here. So let's do that. Okay, so we are definitely using this stamp set. It's brand new. It's going to be in the next mini catalog. Flowing Flowers. I love it. Okay, it's a distinctive stamp set, and I just love the words. I kind of gave you a little hint last night about this. So, okay, Wendy, you're making gifts. Oh, cool. Okay, and hi, Linda. All right, so let's get started. So we're gonna start with a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Okay, and I'm gonna just move a couple more things out of my area. And we are going to start with on the 8.5 inch side. Okay, so you can kind of you know, do these measurements as we go along, or just make notes as well. But as I said, I will definitely be putting a template up on my blog post for tomorrow. So if you're not a blog subscriber, make sure you're subscribed to my blog as well. Okay, that's important too, is to give me to subscribe to that. Okay, so our first measurement is let me kind of show you the template. So we're going to kind of create this grid. Okay, and you can kind of work on this by just, if you have like the large grid sheets, you can kind of like map it out, just kind of do the math a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do that, and there's very little like waste left. We've got just this little piece, this, and this skinny little piece here that's gonna not be used. So we're going to start out at 3.5 inches, and what you're going to do is take a pencil, and to make your template is just take a pencil and put it in the ditch here. I call it the ditch, in this groove, and draw your line. Can you see my line there? Hopefully, let me kind of zoom in for you guys and see if that helps you as well. Okay, so we did 3.5 inches. Okay, and then you could even like turn it so and write 3.5 inches on here. Okay, just so you can recall what that measurement is. So then we're going to move it over to 8 1/4 inch. Okay, because the size of our cardstock that we ultimately want to get is 4 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches. So 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so let's draw another line here. All right, so we've got 2 blocks, 2 lines, 1, 2 so far. Then we're going to turn it back 90 degrees. Okay, so it's on the 11 inch side. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Okay, so then our next measurement's going to be, so we're going to just kind of put some marks on this 3.5 inch width. Okay, this is the top part. This is larger down here, so this skinnier part. So when you are ultimately making this template, the key to do it is to put score marks instead of, we're just making a template, but if you were actually doing the stamping, you'd want to use your score here, and we'd make some marks that way. And you're going to see in a minute why I tell you that. Okay, so our next one is, we're going to start at 3 3/4 because we want 3.5 by 3 3/4 inches wide. Okay, so I'm just going to draw my line. Okay, and then we're going to go down to 9.5 inches because 4 3/4 plus 4 3/4 equals 9.5. Okay, so who's the math people out there? So you just have to visualize it. That's why I love the grid sheet, because then you can kind of do your math, or, you know, like kind of look at the ruler as well. Okay, all right, so we've got 2 pieces here. These are both, I don't really want to draw on this because, well, I guess I'm going to. So this is 3.5 inches wide by 4 3/4 inches. Okay. This one is also 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches. So now we need to do these. We're going to get 3 out of this section. Okay. So we're going to start at 3.5 inches here. And you're only going to score, if you were doing this in actuality, is start at this line here and go down. Okay. Then we're going to move this down to 7 inches. And we're going to start at that line and go down. Okay. And just to give you a heads up, I'm waiting for my UPS guy. Delivery time said by 3 p.m., but obviously they are late. Okay. So then our final measurement is 10.5 inches, okay? So we're going to do this, and we've got that. So we just got a 1/2 inch left there, okay? All right, so we're kind of done with the ruler, and I'm losing my dimensionals here. So let me set that aside for a minute, and I need a piece of one that I've already scored. Okay, so just pretend you can see pencil marks on this, okay? I took and I pre-scored it the same way as we just went through with the pencil marks, okay? So what happens is, let me see if you guys can see the score marks. I don't know. Let me see if I can get it in the light okay, because the lighting's just, can you see the one score line here, okay? That's what's going to be key on how you're going to place your stamping on your cardstock, okay? So let me, actually, I need a big piece of grid paper. So let me, I was going to start with a small one, but since we have such a large piece of cardstock, let's go with, whoops, let's just go with this. Okay. So we've got that. All right. Hopefully I'm not zoomed in too much, and I feel like my lighting's off today. I had a meeting last night, or I don't know, what was I doing? Maybe zooming last night, and the light was just atrocious. So I fiddled with my light. Maybe let me know if that's too bright for you guys. Okay. All right. So we've got our score lines on here. So we are going to start with, we're going to start with words. What I found that I liked was so that I left enough space on my paper for my words. It was very helpful to me. Okay, so let's see. So we'll just do a variety of words. In this set, there's happy birthday, a thank you, and just a note. So we're going to use all 3. Okay. So let's do, I feel like I got something on there. Let's see. I'm going to put this upside down. And I found this was kind of helpful, but you might not think it is. So when you try this, you're going to have to let me know what your thoughts were on this, this little exercise. Okay. So I'm going to turn it this way. I just found it helpful to go and pre-stamp my words, so then I was sure to have enough space on my projects. So let's see. I want, whoops, my phone. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Okay. Normally I don't get phone calls. Okay, so we're going to add a happy birthday there. And I'm looking for my score lines. There we go. All right, so we've got our 5 words here, okay? So we can move those out of the way and close up this ink before I get ink all over the place. All right, so now we're going to take our cherry cobbler and this gorgeous, distinctive flower. So remember, the key with distinctive is to not have this overly inked, okay? So, is everybody with me so far? Hopefully you all are following along and I didn't go too fast. Let me know if you got the template okay, all right? So, the key is to not have your stamp overly inked, so you want to try this out. If you feel like it's really kind of faded, Add a little bit of ink to it, but don't over ink it. You can always go back and add more. And remember, if it's too overly inked, take your spoon and smush some of the ink out of the way, out of your ink pad, okay? I always keep a spoon on my desk and just wipe it off with my chamois when I'm done, okay? So let's just, so what I'm gonna do is, I like to start with these areas here because these are the hardest spots to kind of like fill in, and I kind of will work my way out in my stamping, okay? So I'm going to just kind of stamp like this, and you can see where some of my score line is too, okay? There we go. That's okay because we're cutting on those score lines. I'm going to try to like move my flower around a little bit as well. And so I'm just kind of keep working my way out, and depends on how close you want to be. Let me kind of show you this. I was okay if you don't want your flowers to overlap or your images, whatever stamp set you use, you know, then space your images out a little bit more. Or you could kind of go, as you're working, you could just keep switching out for colors as well. So like you could stamp, okay? And this would work as well. Kind of add in your colors. All right. So that way it gives you space. So you can kind of keep maneuvering this around. The key is to just keep twisting and turning your cardstock, okay? All right, and then if you feel like you need to go back and fill in a little bit more, you can. And I think that looks good. You can always fill in more after you cut it apart, okay? Okay, good, Taylor. I am so glad. These are just great. So make sure you make a template and keep it like in your files or something, because these make quick and simple cards. Wait till you see the simple cards. You can make it as simple as you want or as embellished as you want. But the main thing is simple stamping to create an easy card. So anybody, if you just have a couple inks in your stamp set, you're golden. Okay, so let's pull our trimmer back in, okay? And let me just move some pad around. So we're going to start on that skinny panel again, okay? Because that's how we did our scoring first, okay? So you can see why it's important to, you could, I'm just using the measurements, okay? But you could line it up in the ditch, but I did do that earlier and I was off just a little bit, okay? So, so don't be afraid to, you know, just go with the measurement. So our first measurement was what again? 3.5 inches. So, so we're going to just cut that, okay? And let's see. Then we're going to turn it. And now remember, our cardstock was going to be 4 3/4 inches long. So then we're going to cut that at 4 3/4, and then again at 4 3/4. So if you know your measurements, this is going to be easy. So we've got this little strip left right here, okay? So you could maybe save it, especially if you're making lots of these. This could possibly go like on a card front and make like banners with it. It could, you know, become a tag or whatever, you know, you wanted to use. So don't throw it away. I think there's a great use for this. Okay, so we've got 2 so far done, okay? So let's go on to this other piece. So this one has got that little 1/4 inch strip left. So we're going to cut this at 4 3/4 because that's how long our piece needs to be. Okay. Hey, Betty, thanks for joining in today. And you could even like use this if you wanted to in some way. It could be kind of like a strippy card, especially if you're making a ton of them. Okay. And so let's go at 3.5. So there's a 1/2 inch strip here left. I'm going to put this over on the left-hand side, and we'll start in at 3.5 inches. And again at 3.5. Okay. And then once more at 3.5. So what do you guys think? Was that easy or what? Okay. So we've got just that 1/2 inch strip left. So let's move that out of the way. So this is all that is left from that one whole sheet of cardstock. Okay. And then we've got our we've got 2 that are portrait that I did. I mean, you can make them all landscape or all portrait. All just depends on how you put your words, okay? So kind of think about that when you're adding your words to this. And then we've got 3 that are landscape, okay? So all I simply did was, so choose one of your colors that you used, or it could even be black. Depends on what colors you're using or whatever. Okay, so we're going to simply mount these on cherry cobbler cardstock. That's what I chose. So we are making these from start to finish, so you can just see exactly. The hardest part is getting accustomed to the pattern that you're creating. And once you kind of get a feel for that, then you're golden, okay? All right, so there's one. And using liquid glue is really easy as well, because then you can kind of maneuver it around. There's 2. And so who's got all their holiday cards? I need to start mine. So, but I kind of like, this could easily be a holiday card as well, because we've got Christmassy colors on here. So there's 3, but I'm trying to get my stock of birthday cards done. I need lots and lots of birthday cards. So I'm trying to build my stock of birthday cards. So the samples of the other color schemes that I'm going to post on the blog tomorrow, they're all going to be birthday, okay? So, so I'll be set for some different seasonal birthdays in the coming months. So... and here we go. So simple enough. So you could always maneuver your images a little closer together if you wanted to, okay? But it's pretty easy. They all look kind of pretty the same, I think. Okay, so I simply then added this to just basic white cardstock, okay? I made it quick and simple. You could, because... let's see, I'm going to use dimensionals on this one. Okay, so this is the way to do fast stamping, okay, in assembly line, okay, so you can do this quickly. Get to this stage and then quickly do your dimensionals like this, and you're going to have cards done in no time. And get that stash created as well, okay. And even this makes a great set of cards that you could bundle up for somebody as a holiday gift, you know, anybody really. So I know, I think I should do some of these for my UPS guy. Usually I just give him like a gift card, but you know what? I should have started adding some stamps to his gift as well. Let's see, I need my little mini trash bowl here so we can quickly do this. Okay, so I've got a couple stepped up cards to show you as well, so that way you can see the creativity. So who's eager to try this technique? And this was also, see, look how I love the wide border on this as well. I think it just makes your inside pop as well. So the dimensions are really nice. So this technique idea was posted from Leanne Greff. She's another demonstrator. She's the one that posted it on the planning place. So I love this idea. Okay, so there's card 2, And let's see. But I like how it creates the 5 cards versus the 4. So you feel like you're getting even bigger value, okay? And not wasting as much cardstock. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so there's 3. And okay, Linda, I didn't make any Christmas cards, but I did mail them yesterday. Oh, wow. Okay. And they came 10 days early. Woohoo. Oh, that is awesome, Linda. Nothing like getting stuff out in the mail. Because I know they are busy down at our post office anyways. Okay, good. I am so glad you love this, Anne. Because just think of what, you know, collage type stamps you have. There's somebody was asking about a mail one. I'm going to have to look through my stamps to see what's coming, what I have for manly type cards as well, because this is perfect for that as well. Okay, so we've got our 5 cards. See how quick it was? So that was about maybe 20 minutes, right, to do all that from start to finish. So you could bling it up a little bit. You could leave it like this. This is kind of like simple stamping, okay? But let me showcase. These are new in the next mini catalog. They are called iridescent rhinestones. Look at that bling. I was just trying to decide what to put on here. So let me put some of these on one of these cards, and you guys kind of let me know what you think here, okay? This is the worst part. It's just kind of like figuring out where to put all of this. Okay, what do you think? Do you like the bling on there? Hopefully. The lighting is just not great, okay? But just a little bit of bling works wonders. But let's also, so when you're stamping, especially when you go to finish up the inside, either kind of like do this all at once, but make sure your area is clean, especially like with ink, because you don't want to get it on the back side of your cardstock, okay? So, because cherry cobbler is just so unforgiving. And if your pad is juicier than most. So I like to just try to put it in an area where I'm not working, or get a new piece of paper, grid sheet, okay? So we're gonna just, I'm just gonna stamp in the corner, and I've kind of got this L shape going here, and I'm just gonna kind of put it in the same area again, okay? And then I want to like lay my cardstock apart so it dries as well. Do you guys all do that? So just so I don't get anything on the back side of my card. All right, so let's do this inside. Okay, that flower just is so pretty, I think. And let's do this one finally. And then we got to do envelopes, right? So do the same concept with your envelopes as well. Whoops, that's cardstock. So use your corner there. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this other flap up here as well, okay? So isn't that pretty like that, you know? Just kind of like, and if you wanted to, you could even kind of go opposite corners as well. Whatever you feel like doing, okay? So let's get this on there. I'm running out of space here. Here we go. All right, one more. There. Okay, so we got our cards done, okay? So simple pack of cards and a matching envelope. Woo! Okay, that looks blurry right now. And I don't know why. Okay. Is that better? I don't know. Let me just touch my camera. See, boy, wow. I'm just having all types of issues here. Okay, so let me show you a couple other ideas. All right. So we did simple. So I've got like lots of cards. I am so excited to have some cards on hand. So I stepped it up this way. I simply took my flower and I fussy cutted it and I popped it up and added a bow. But I thought I would pull in these brushed metallic back dots, and actually these are carrying over, and I can't remember if they're carrying over in January or not till July, but whichever. But these are sticking around, so I'm happy about that. But either way, it's a great time to, because today's free shipping, everybody, so hopefully you didn't forget about that. So I thought these would look kind of nice on here as well. These brushed metallic dots. I think I'm just gonna go with 2. I think that the gold looks really great with this cherry cobbler ribbon. So this ribbon here is definitely retiring, and I believe it's still available, but while supplies last. Okay, so if you love the cherry cobbler with that gold accent in it, let me move it a little closer so you can see. Can you see that it's dimensionalized here? Okay, and this flower is very easy to fussy cut as well. Okay, so let me show you one more idea. So here's the 5 cards, and I didn't add the gold on them, but don't they just look really pretty? You know, 3, 4, let's add one more here. Okay, so these were very easy to do. So you could step it up if you wanted to. And then finally, okay, where's my other 2 here? All right, I'm lost them, but here we go. I've got too much stuff on my desk. So finally, I stepped it up a little bit more. So here I popped up my flower again, my fussy cutted flower, added the ribbon, added this, my greeting, my happy birthday, on a strip of mossy meadow. And can you guys see any new product on here? Look at the other new product. What do you see? I'll give you a minute to respond. No, I added my this rectangle here flat. I didn't pop it up on dimensionals because the bow's kind of thick, and the same with this one. I did that flat as well, okay, because the bow is thick and I thought there was enough dimension going on here, and that really looks great. Okay, so we have in the next mini these little butterflies. They are the cutest little butterflies. So they come in, I've got used butterflies, okay, because I've shared the butterflies. So here are the butterflies. I don't know if this is a full, yeah, I did cut it in half so it would fit in my container. So so there's quite a few in here. Let me see how many, if I can see. There's 80 butterflies in a package, and they're very flat, and they've got adhesive on the back, and they're just adorable. I could see these in a lot of different uses. So come January 1st, you're going to want to add these definitely to your order right off the bat, because I could see these flying out the door, okay? Because remember, we have that shipping issue, and there's no guarantee as to when anything is available anymore, okay? Because it's not just stuck in like the port, it's also getting from the port to another warehouse, you know, and then get shipped out. There's just not enough drivers. Where is everybody? Okay, enough of that. We're here for fun and creativity. So I hope, let's see, let me kind of show you. I've only kind of just did a really rough stamping of the other colors. So these are the spring ones, okay, with Highland Heather and Petal Pink. I had to think what the color was. See how I think my Petal Pink ink pad needs to be inked up, you know, re-inked. So I want to do that again, okay? And then my fall color scheme was the Just Jade and Cinnamon Cider. And even that I think could use a little bit. The Cinnamon Cider looks a little dry too. And then if you wanted something summery, we have Coastal Cabana, and Daffodil Delight. So my Daffodil Delight. So I've got to ink some ink pads. I haven't done that in a while. So don't forget, you know, when you're thinking of what you need to order, when you're trying to hit that $50 mark come celebration, or even your free shipping order today, add an ink refill, you know, because lots forget to add ink refills as well. Orders need to be placed by 11:50 p.m. tonight to take advantage of that. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell you guys. So if you have any questions, I'm around. Just message me and let me know what they are. And any $50 or more order, I am going to send a sampler package of designer paper from 3 of the new collections from the next mini catalog. So you're gonna love it. So you're gonna get 6x6 sheets of whether it probably will have 6x6 sheets from each of the 3 collections. Okay. And but those won't ship until January, when I can order the designer paper as well. Okay, so I think that's it. So go shopping. Make sure you go to createwithnancy.com. Here you go. Here's the host code. All right. Will the new catalog be online? It is not. Well, no, it won't be online until January 4th, Ann. Okay, good question. So so the new catalog, but I do have copies of the new catalog. So if you want to stop by, just message me and I will be happy to give you a new catalog. It's awesome. I've just been trying to think of when I could do like a customer stop by day, and I haven't had a chance to really think about it. So there could be something coming soon. Where I just take a day and, you know, open up the garage and let people stop in and grab a catalog, or on the patio where I just have them out there. So message me if you want a catalog and want to do patio pickup. Okay. I'll try to post that so people can sign up, or, you know, start a little thread about it. All right. Okay, everybody. Enjoy the day. There's the host code, and that you can shop with. And if you're over $150, don't use the host code. Just shop with your own, grab your own hostess benefits, okay? And you'll still get the designer paper as well. All right, so go and try this one sheet wonder, and let me know. I would love to see what you create with this. Okay, that's the whole beauty of it, is to post in the comments a photo of what you created. Okay, thanks so much, and have an awesome day. Bye bye.